So I just got done watching something very bad is going to happen. This is by the Duffer brothers, man, who made Stranger Things. Yeah, this is brand new, man. This has got 8 episodes. This is an extremely excellent series, man. It's too bad they're going to Paramount, man. Paramount got them now. They're leaving Netflix, but this was for Netflix, so they're going out with a bang. Y'all need to watch this. If anybody ain't watching, I'll tell y'all straight out to watch this. This is freaking so good. I just got done watching. It took me 3 days to watch it though, but it's really good. It's about this couple, man. They decide to go to they're gonna get married, and they got to go off to a secluded. Her fiance's got parents that's pretty well off, and they're going to a secluded home, but they end up taking a few detours. I didn't really know where this was going on. Come find out this woman that this guy's gonna marry, she's got a curse on her. And this curse been on her for a long time. And it's been for like generations. And so if she don't marry somebody that's a soulmate, uh, then it's gonna kill her at a certain time. And so she's marrying this she's marrying this dude. She's marrying this dude, and this dude is just he's just he it's a good movie. It's a good series, you guys. I'm telling you, this is excellent. This is by the Duffer brothers, man, who made Stranger Things. You know, uh I mean, it's got eight episodes, and it's you know they're all like, pardon me, they're all like 50 minutes long. But I'm telling you guys, this is. It says I'm gonna just read the episodes of each one, but I'm not gonna go into specifics. All I know is she's got this twisted thing about this family that she's married into has some issues. But when I was watching this guy was like, "Well, you got to do all this, you got to do all that," because when her mom got married, she hemorrhaged like a lot of blood out of her face and nose and eyes, and then she died. And then her husband, on the day they got married, cut the baby out, and the baby is this chick that's getting ready to get married. So all this comes back. She's getting ready to get married, and she didn't have nothing to do with her dad because she thought her dad was a little crazy because the dad cut her out of her mom's uh, body when her mom died. But her dad didn't really kill her. She had this curse on her, and he didn't know. It just made him look like he was kind of off. So she didn't grow up with a mom figure. But then she meets this dude. And this dude's got a well-off family, man, that lives out in the sticks, man. I mean, they got some money. But they got a lot of skeletons in their closet. A lot of skeletons in their closet. It's some great acting. This cast is spot on. This cast is spot on. The first episode, season 1, episode 1 is 51 minutes. Never get on your knees. Never get on one knee. Second episode is Bride Shaped Hole. Bride Shaped Hole. And then episode 3 is I Will Light You on Fire. And then episode 4 is The Witness. And then episode 5 is I Think You Just Saved My Life. And then episode 6 is Last Night of Freedom. It's before she gets married. And then Something Living, Something Dead, and something, I forgot what that one was called. Something Living, Something Dead, and Something Living, Something Dead. Yeah, Something Living, Something Dead is what that one's called. And then the other one is called, the last episode is called, what's the last episode called? I Do, because this is when she gets married. But this is some slick stuff. Now I'm gonna tell you what happened. So the guy, man, I ain't gonna explain too much to you, but the guy that was is this guy. He is trying to tell her, says, "Man, if you don't do this and you do that, he's kind of like an old dude, kind of like a big dude, kind of got a Russian accent. So everybody shows up for the wedding, right? So she's gonna get married. She's gonna go through it, but she's doing all this crazy stuff so she can try to break this curse. So this dude shows up, man. He shows up, man. So I'm sitting there on the couch watching TV. I'm going like this. I'm like, so he sits there and he goes, huh? He goes, hey, So he starts to walk around because they getting ready to get married. But when they went to go get married, she decided to get married, but he backs out. The climax of him backing out, man. The arguments and the way this was set up was so good. But while they were arguing, everybody else was like, wow, man, they didn't get married, so they're just partying anyway because the cake's already there. They always invited to the wedding. They're still stuck at this wedding, and the wedding was there, but nobody got married, so they just started partying. So the guy shows up. The guy was there, and he sit there and he starts walking around, start talking to everybody. Now he says, "Hey," he says, "man," he says, "what do you know about you two? Seem to be very much in love." And they say, "Yeah, we are." And he goes, "Is she your soul? Is he your soulmate?" And obviously they had to have a couple of gay people in there. I was like, ugh. So I was like, oh, here we go. So he showed that it was cool, and then I was sitting there going like this. I'm like, oh, he sit there and he said he got everybody there. So when this time come where, so obviously they start to get they just the guy started realizing that he needs to marry her because everybody started bleeding. Because I was watching TV, I was sitting there going like this. I'm like, that he got all those people there that's connected to this whole family. And a lot of those people are not a soulmate to who they think they are a soulmate because they married. And it's like, oh, they're my soulmate. He goes, are you sure? Are you sure? And there's like, yeah, dude, get out of here. Well, as they're partying and dancing and stuff like that, and nobody got married yet, but they're just like the heck with it. They're out partying and stuff. On dance floor and stuff. All of a sudden, man, people's nose start bleeding, blood start coming out their ears and eyes. I said, ah, and I knew then. I said, man, he set everybody up. He got everybody in one gathering, man, because a lot of these people was married and they weren't really paired up like they were supposed to. They got married, but they weren't like a soulmate married. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. This is just the Duffer Brothers, man. This is a home run, you guys. I ain't gonna lie, this is a home run. Because for the Duffer Brothers to make this, and this didn't have no you guys, this was some good acting. This was some good acting, man. Man, was this good. I mean, well shot, well thought out. It was nothing rushed. I mean, it keeps you engaged. This Man, this keeps you engaged. People talk about Netflix like they want to. I know Netflix got a lot of junk. A lot of junk. But if you sift through a lot of stuff that they got a lot of good stuff, man. And I just have no I said Duffer Brothers, man. I said, here's how I was with the Duffer Brothers. I went like this. So what's those guys' name? Russo brothers who can make how the Russo brothers can do Marvel. They could do Marvel like real good, but the Russo brothers can't seem to make anything outside Marvel. I think they might have had a couple of hits, but most of their stuff that they tried been hit or miss. The Russo brothers. But when it comes to making like Endgame and Endgame and Infinity War, Russo brothers can knock it out. But when it comes to doing something different, they seem to struggle. Look, Duffer Brothers, man, they gotta be talented, man. Cause I sit there, cause I ain't gonna lie, this is how I was. I said, this is about Duffer Brothers. I said, I bet you they ain't got nothing left in the tank. Cause I was just thinking they ain't got nothing left. Cause they done spent so many years on this Stranger Things, man. Y'all, folks, y'all got to watch this. Something very bad is going to happen. And the music in the background, all that, this is a freaking just like, chef's kiss. Wow. Wow. I don't get into Paramount. I really don't. I ain't going to get Paramount. When Paramount buys Warner Brothers, I will get rid of HBO Max. I will just stay with Netflix and Shudder. But Paramount will be having, Russo Brothers is going to Paramount, and Paramount's buying Warner Brothers, and they're gonna absorb everything. But I got a lot of stuff that Warner Brothers already owns, so I got most of their stuff in my physical copy. So I will not be subscribing to Paramount anytime soon at all, not even a little bit. Um, Honestly, I'm going down to two streaming services. It's gonna be Netflix and Shutter. Shutter. I love Shutter, so I'll just keep those two, and I'll get MG. I'm getting MGM Plus this month because from season 4 coming out in about another week. From season 4, from season 4. But anyway, you guys, Duffer Brothers, man, they knocked it out. They knocked it out. The Duffer Brothers, man. I say, ain't these people made Stranger Things? It's the Stranger Things. These are the guys that made Stranger Things. And nah, man, they got some talent. Now I don't know what else they might have done, but y'all, I'm asking anybody. I don't care out of all 672 subscribers I got. You know what? I'm gonna have to say this, man. You know, I don't want to get sidetracked. I'm telling y'all to watch this on Netflix. It's called Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen. But I was at work the other day. Man, I got 672 subscribers. How you do that, man? That's crazy. Now, I know you guys be like, dude, you happy over 672? Yeah, I'm going to tell you why. Because, see, you should be. You should be. Because I had 20 subscribers, then I had 30, then I went down to 24 or something like that. Then I went to 40, then I hung at 40 for a while, then I hung at 60. No, I was at 56. I was thrilled to death I got 56 subscribers. I said, somebody actually listened to my stuff, because when you get 56 subscribers, you only get one view. Just because you have subscribers don't mean somebody's going to be watching your stuff. But man, when they hit 100, they hit 200, they hit 300, so man, I ain't gonna lie, you guys. I know y'all probably sit there and go, dude, I can't believe you're happy over 600. You got people have 10,000 subscribers, they want 20,000. They get 20,000 subscribers, they want 40,000. And I get it, y'all might say, yeah, but you gotta understand, man, they're trying to hit that 100,000. Man, come on, man. I live in a real world. You ain't gonna get no 100,000, man. YouTube's got brand new YouTubers being brand new YouTubers tomorrow. They're gonna be brand new YouTubers next week. They're gonna be brand new YouTubers the next month, and the month after that, and the month after that. So you daggone right. I'm happy for my all 672 subscribers. But here's the deal. I'll break this down for you. You can get 5 people. 5. Just tell you how they cheat on YouTube. You can get 5 people to go, hey man, I'm going to get YouTube channels, so I'm going to get a YouTube channel. So they go, I got YouTube, you got YouTube, so let's all get our 200 subscribers right off the rip. Because they said, well, you get a YouTube channel, I get a YouTube channel, and we'll just sub for sub. That's how they doing. That's how some of these people getting. Then you got these chicks that becomes YouTubers, and they show their cleavages, and they look good, and then you got horny men out there that be, I was like, that's how they getting their views. Now, some of these women are really good at what they do now. Some of these girls are good at their crap, but I'm like, some of these guys, man, lonely men out there, man, they just fall for that stuff. So I'm just shooting around. I'm just telling y'all, I cannot believe I got 672 subscribers. That's all I'm saying. I'll be damned. I sit there and say, I got 672 subscribers. Let's see if I can get 700. No, I'm not doing that. I'm grateful to have that. Because I ain't going to lie, you guys. Sometimes I wait a month or two, man. I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to check my subscriber base, man. See where I'm at. I probably lost like 100. And still, 672 subscribers, man. That is crazy. So thank you guys very much. God bless each and every one of you. But I started throwing that in there. But hey, Duffer Brothers, man. They knocked it out of the park, y'all. They knocked this one out of the park. I'm shocked. This came out in 2026. They just released this like last week. And it took me 3 days to watch it. It's horror. It's horror. Duffer Brothers. 8 episodes. Violence, language, gore, and smoking. It is so freaking good. Please, you guys, put this on your radar. God bless. Have a lovely evening. Sorry about getting sidetracked, but I'm just letting you guys know. But I appreciate all 672 subscribers. It might be 671, or it could be 670, or it could be 669. You know what I'm saying? That's just hard to keep people, man. I'm just telling you. So anyway, we'll catch you later. Hey, Duffer Brothers, man. Yeah. Hey, whew, wow. I mean, this is like, I mean, they ain't got no Stranger Things effect in here at all either. This is something totally fresh. Because, you know, when I'm watching this, I say, this is the Duffer Brothers, man. I'm sitting there watching it because it intrigued me, right? I'm sitting there watching, it's like, Duffer Brothers, man. I was looking at the Duffer Brothers like I was looking at the Russo Brothers, man. Because the Russo Brothers, man, you throw a Marvel movie at them, they can kick some butt. But when they try to do something else, they kind of struggle. But this, now you probably say, yeah, but if you saying the Russo Brothers has made something very bad is going to happen, that's still horror. And wasn't Stranger Things kind of horror? Yeah, but it's a different story. And it ain't got no Stranger Things affecting here at all. So don't think you're going to be watching this and you're going to be thinking you're going to see some like, nah, they got some tropes from Stranger. This is something brilliantly written, well acted, and thought out. I mean, the music selection in the background and all the stuff that they was doing in this, the little tidbits, man. Oh, man, come on, man. All the twists, all the thing. I'm sitting, oh, shoot, man. This took 3 days to watch this, y'all. 3 days for me to watch it. Well, you know, that's because I got a job, and that's because I work out, and I keep my house clean, and blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, and I've been playing video games, too. I've been playing that Resident Evil Rec Room. But anyway, guys, I hope that you guys listen to this in entirety. I only wanted to make this like a 8-minute video, but unfortunately I was ranting. But Netflix, something very bad is going to happen. You know why I'm happy? Because everybody dogs on Netflix. Because I took a survey at work. I was at work, you know, I work in Spectrum, right? I said, man, if you had your choice, what 2 streaming services would you have to keep if you had a choice? And everybody's like, let's see, man. Most of them said I definitely keep Netflix, and I said, why? They said, well, I've had Netflix forever. I said, me too. But I said, what would be your second choice? Some of them said Peacock, and then most of them said Netflix and Peacock, and then somebody said Netflix and Disney Plus, something like that. I said Netflix and Shudder, but I said Peacock would be next if I didn't like Shudder, or MGM Plus because they got From. So, all right, you guys, sorry about making this so long. We'll catch you later. And yeah, something very bad is going to happen. Watch it, please. We'll catch you later.